suddenly decided to stop going into work, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger. I am the danger. I am the one who knocks.
Oh my god! Oh! Holy! What the hell, bro? That was one shot! I'm no scoping him. Oh! Oh my god! It's the chat. I called it too! Stalkers know better, chat. They're not gonna mess with us. Don't you worry about that. We got the situation under el controlo. Under el control. Ah! Stim!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Oh! Come on, get him. Get him! Woo! Come on, baby! As I said, today we're just fucking unstoppable. Sipping from the chalice of victory. Because guess what? Victory is all we know. The chalice of victory. Where did you get it? My grandfather used to slay dragons pretty much every other day because, you know, why the fuck not? And he carved this beauty from the asshole of a dragon. And that's why it's so shiny and so powerful. Sit down.
Eyes up, Guardian.
Yeah, I'm just too good. That's all it is. I really am. I truly am the best. Re-gear right here. Look at them. That's like fit. Oh my god! Oh my god! That is it. 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 You can't make that shit up.
You know, I got two left thumbs. I totally forgot what you're supposed to
Oh,
do.
really? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm silly. Thank you, I pressed square. Is it gone? Green, do you know how to...
It's gone!
You told me!
Oh! Just gotta build it up.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's fucking go, baby! Woo! Let's go, man!
Hi there. Democracy. Our way.
Ah.
But freedom doesn't come.
Woo! Chat, how we doing today? Good to see you guys. It's good to have you guys. Always a pleasure to introduce myself in the morning to my dear viewers in the community. And have a croissant. See, I'm mastering French. What do you guys think, bro? And Blueno CP9, Cuba Rebels. I don't want to miss anybody. That's about it right now in chat. How we doing, chat? How we feeling? French on point. This Blueno. Thank you, man. Thank you. Très bien. I don't know what that means, but back to our favorite game, Helldivers. Bro. Yo, Mako. What's up, Mako? Dude, I've never been so addicted to a video game as I was to our creators, bro. I think I was... Dude. It feels like I'm cooked, bro. Like, what am I gonna do? No Hopium today? Nah. We're probably gonna get some info today for sure. I refuse to believe that there's not gonna be any info today, chat. I refuse it. Like, we're like supposedly a few days away from some shit, right? So I just refuse to believe that. There's no fucking way. Nothing happens today? Nah. I don't believe that. I think I can't play any other game than Ark now. I'm the same way. You should try Finals. Same developers. Dude, look at this guy, huh? Can somebody tell him about me and Finals? Can somebody tell him where I was at the Finals? Can somebody tell him, please? Can somebody tell Stroich right now? It just was the announcement. Do the announcement. Need level cap to 300. It says MTZ. Louis Floor says info yes, nothing else substantial. Well, we're gonna find out together. The big update is next Tuesday, right? We don't know. Actually, we don't even know that. People are so goddamn confident that nothing happens today. If something happens, me and Pips are gonna run it in your faces. True that. Dude, I was top 100 in the finals, bro. Are you kidding me? How do you guys not know this and watch me? What are you talking about, Risky? Oh my god, bro. Finals is one of my favorite games of all time. I play it till this day. Wayne says, nothing ever happened. True, Wayne. True. Ain't that the freaking truth, huh? I found this meme that I wanted to show you guys on Reddit chat as we're waiting. Bro, this is so true. Okay, watch this. How other studios communicate with their player base, and you see like this big ass roadmap, and then you have Shams. You'll shit your pants. That's actually true though. Like, that is actually true, bro. Like, well, let's hope we shit our pants tonight. It's destroyed, so let's go. But that's true though, bro. And I feel like that's one of the problems. This one's gonna destroy us. Yeah, because like, I don't think, well, I think the daily number of players is still pretty decent. I mean, yeah, it is. It's lower than usual, but it's still okay. It's only 12,000 right now, but I mean, daily still hit 26,000, you know? Dude, what do you guys think the numbers are gonna be when Arc Raiders launches? Like, what do you think Arc Raiders will hit when it goes live? Like, really? Because, like, Arc Raiders, the amount of good feedback it got, I've never seen a game test, tech test go so well, right? Like, the hype is insane behind it. Yo, Duck, what's up, my boy? Yo, Harry, what's up, man? You don't think it's gonna be more than 200K, dude? Do you mean... No. Yeah, across all platforms, I think it will break 1 million. For sure. But, like, on PC, probably more than 200K, right? Yeah. I mean, across all platforms, chat. Across all platforms. Bro, I don't know, Taylor. I don't know, Peter, but I'm working on some shit for you guys, and we're gonna be like full on covering the game with daily streams. And you guys probably saw, right? Like, as soon as there was some kind of progression and PvP, I was streaming 13-hour days, 4 days in a row. Might be even higher than 1 mil. The only reason I don't think it will be 200K on PC is simply because of, bro, I think that people are so hungry for a game that is a good extraction or PvP PvE game that I think that the price tag is not gonna hurt it at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the price tag is actually gonna be fine, and I think it's gonna do just great. And I do believe it's most likely gonna hit. Channel, what's up, dude? If they made it free to play, if they made it free to play, it would be probably the most played downloaded game, probably top 10. So you think Marathon is a flop? I don't think Marathon is a flop. I told you guys already, right? Like, I enjoyed my time with Marathon. I really did. I had a great time with the game. Oh, look at this. I fucked up my hand on the pull-up bar today. I had a lot of fun with the game. I thought that it was a pretty good game. There's definitely some things that I would change. I don't think that Marathon is as polished as Arc Raiders. I think that Arc Raiders... Well, there's many things, bro. There's just so many things, you know? Top 1 if free to play. Yeah, Marathon looks like horrible to me. Not interested. I will say this, Floors. Marathon plays 10 times better than it looks. I had that like thing as well, and then I played it and I was like, how does this game play so much better than it actually looks? It's a weird one. It really is. Which platform do you think would be best to play Arc on? PC. I think I'm gonna play it on both. I'm gonna buy it on both if it has cross progression, because I do like to have it on both, because, you know, just, I don't know. I think I'll, at the end of the day, probably play PC with a controller. I love playing controller. But we'll see. Top 1 if free to play for Arc Raiders. Probably at least top 3, I would say, yeah, if it was free to play. But we're gonna find out, right? Like, we don't know anything about the game. Did Marathon have that hook that sets it apart from other extraction shooters? No. No, it did not. For me, it did not. I'll tell you what it was, right? Look, I don't like to talk about games unless I've really played them, right? So just to give you guys an example, right? 1 second. I believe we were told we could say this, right? So yeah. So we also tried this game, but we can't talk about it at the moment. So I played Arc Raiders for 65 hours in 4 days. Okay. I'm definitely gonna be making a video about this, talking about this, and explaining why this is a good game or a bad game, and its goods and bads, right? But realistically, bro, I'm one of those players that really commits, right? I really try to go in depth with everything, and then I like to talk about it. I don't like when people like play fucking 5 hours of a game and then they talk about it because you don't understand the game. And I'm not shitting on anybody. That's just my perspective. I like to give opinions when I've actually tried the game in depth and like tried the, the hardest shit, whatever. Okay. Now, let me see if Marathon... Yeah, Marathon is actually not true. Let me show you. I think it might have fixed, but I think I go here. Let's take a look at it. Where does it say the time? It should say the time, right? Information, probably. It doesn't say the time for Marathon, which is kind of weird. I don't know why. Well, the point is, anyway, right? The point is, I played Marathon for like 40-ish hours, right? So I spent like over 100 hours in these games, okay? Both of them. They are definitely different games. There's no doubt about it. They're different games. There's definitely, though... Oh, dude, thank you so much. Thank you. He brought me some food. Yo, Bacon, what's up? So, there's one thing that people really underestimate. Like, there's this big topic, right? How does it play? It's a third-person shooter. Bro, it plays like any other third-person shooter. It's a third-person shooter. Like, it plays the way Division played. It plays the way Helldivers plays, right? Like, in many ways. Like, it's a third person. Like, there's not... people make it out to be as it's like... some kind of crazy thing reinventing. No, it's just a third-person shooter. So you either like third-person shooters or you don't, right? Now, one thing that people really overlook with Arc Raiders is that it is very solo-friendly. Very solo-friendly. And people go, yo, how is it solo-friendly if there's PvP and PvP? Well, few things, and this is a very important point. Very big selling point for you guys, right? Compared to Marathon, is that the game prioritizes your queue. So if you're queuing as a solo and you turn off your like team fill or whatever, it prioritizes that you go against solos. We had the same experience when we queued as duos, which is incredible. Not only that, but in this game, you have flares, right? And a lot of people are like, flares are like, yeah, but like flares and people push. And... Okay, but there's other side to it. When you see a flare, you can push or you can avoid it. It's very solo friendly. So meaning if you're trying to play solo stealthy and you see flares, you know where to not go because there's most likely people gonna be pushing it. So there's two sides to that coin. People only talk about one side where they're like, yeah, well, if I get a kill, there's a flare. Yeah, well, you also, if you see a flare, if you're trying to play PvE, you just ignore it. Are you sponsored by Arc? No. No, I always would let you know if I was sponsored. I don't bullshit, bro. I just tell you my honest opinion. That being said, what is the most appealing point of the game for you? Okay. Ark, I'm gonna straight up be honest. Ark Raiders, this is coming from the bottom of my heart, is the first game I would say in the last 5 years. We'll probably go a little bit back, but I'm gonna say 5 years that I was excited to wake up and play immediately. That had PvE and PvP in it. Okay? It was the first game. It was the first game. It brought me back that feeling of, oh my God, I want a game again. And also, it had that incredible feeling. 3 points. Number one, it had amazing progression. Okay? I am eating, bro. I did not crawl out of Chernobyl, okay? CT, is an update happening or is this streamer bait? How long have you been playing this game, CT? Do you know what day it is today? Do you know what day it is today, CT? Yes or no? Well, then we're stopping everything. We're going to have a conversation with CT right now because, you know, he's not locked in. Do you know what day it is today? Really quick, yes or no? Like, we don't, this is not science. Whatever level you are on, I'm not a crumb like you. Okay. First, answer my question. Do you know what day it is or not? No, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody chill out. Yes or no, CT? Really quick. I don't know why we're thinking so much, bro. You are... I'm not a crumb... It's Tuesday. Okay. Do you know what happens on Tuesday in Helldivers 2? Let me search up. What is this insult crumb? What is this? He's probably 12. Crumb meaning. What is this? A small fragment of bread, cake, or biscuit. Oh yeah, I can be a biscuit if you know what I mean. I have a biscuit. CT is crashing out. Nah, it's chill out, bro. CT probably has a bad day. Probably something happened. Come on, City, chill out. Is what no one uses falls off the table. All right. Okay. Got it. Oh my God, I'm so hurt. CT. Oh my God, dude. My feelings have been destroyed by a 11-year-old insult. Copium, hopium, despium. Bro must have injected too many stims. $60K subs acting like it's just, yo, Ducky Bo! Bro, why are you so angry, man? Chill out. Says Nick, I said to CT, because CT is a massive pussy, dude. He's a pussy. This is what he does on a normal day. He hops into streams and tries to like bring this micro PP energy, right? Because guess what? He doesn't get any love, right? He probably like, I don't know, like had a bad day or something at work because his fat boss probably slapped him around and he took his little micro PP and told him to get the fuck out. So now CT's upset. So he got to go somewhere. So it so happened that he ran into my stream. So he's going to bring the micro PP energy here because he's a massive walking pussy, right? That's all it is. And anybody that is not a pussy doesn't do shit like this. They don't hop into a stream and bring the energy, right? But when you are a massive, I would assume anywhere from 300 to 450 pound pussy, this is what you do. And this is what he's doing right now. So everybody chill out. It's okay. We have a pussy among us. And we either say, okay, you know what? This guy, he's got to be part of the community as a pussy that he is. Or we tell him to get the fuck out. It's one of the two, right? So whichever you guys prefer, chat, we can do, because I don't give a fuck. Like, this guy's words affect 0 on me. So whatever you guys want, I'll do it. If you want me to ban him, I'm telling him to get the fuck out as the walking, running, breathing pussy that he is, or I'll keep him around. Once again, it's completely up to you. I don't give a fuck. I'm eating. I'm having a great day. I did pull-ups. The sun is shining. I have a great drink. I have a great community. What am I going to complain about, right? Yes, we have one loser in here. So, your call. Yo, Bullets, what's up? Damn, Pips, why don't you tell us how you really feel, bro? That's exactly how I feel. Yeah, of course he left. I'm new in the game since a few days, says Cerberus. Yo, welcome to the game, bro. What did Takibo say? I missed Takibo's, my brother's message. Today has a massive comment. I feel it. What does that even mean, Takibo? I missed this comment somewhere, bro. I feel horrible now. Takibo, go. We're gonna hop in probably in a little bit, but we're gonna chill out and wait for it. The update as well. Okay, I'm gonna bring up this. We're gonna go like this and this. Boom. And then we're gonna wait for the patch notes as well, some feedback and so on. Yeah, we'll see, Cerberus. Hopefully something hits today. I love Pips. Young guy with old school attitude. Thank you, Cypher. Please text devs to release Arc Raiders. I want them to... Bro, we all want Arc Raiders. Yo, I appreciate you, Bullets. Yeah, we're gonna set up the like thing here in a second. Chat, be honest. Be honest. If something drops today, that's fine. If something drops Thursday, that's fine. What do you think is dropping next? Like, realistically. Pips is 50 years old. He's jacked. Watch your damn mouth. We had a 2-hour conversation on Discord yesterday talking about how much we wanted to play Arc Raiders. Sister Kibo. Bro, tell me about it, dude. How's the podcast studio coming along, Pips? Bro, really well. Really well. New Illuminate enemies, new war bonds are really new. You guys, okay. Okay. Start a poll. And we hit 100 likes. Easy peasy today. Humongous. I just want a patch that fixes the game a little bit before the next patch on Tuesday. Doom the Dark Ages on the 13th. We'll see if I'm gonna play that. I'm not sure yet. Stop it, Mike. Yorkshire, stop, bro. Like, stop doing that, bro. It's painful. Crazy theory about the new Warbond will be stealth themed since the devs aren't revealing anything about it, which relates to the theme of the Warbond, not Copium Trust. That sounds like the biggest Copium I've ever heard, but you could be easily right. So I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. Holy shit, the Copium you've just unleashed is next level. I hope, because I really wish there was more in snipers, but like I don't think the snipers is the problem though. Like, let me explain that. Like, I think the enemy mechanics is a problem. Even if you do get a sniper, how are you gonna play stealth on the bug side? I don't think that this game in general is built for stealth. I wish Helldivers 2 had a loot system like Arc Raiders. I still want my Water Warbond with a new camouflage stealth. Dude, the way he disappeared too. Such a pussy, dude. People are such fucking losers sometimes. They don't have the balls to take anything. All they do is say something. It's such a bitch. Oh yeah, of course, it's rough against bugs, but I just like forcing a huge chunk of lead into a mushy bug body from point blank. Oh, I love it. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I think the more playstyles you have in a video game in general, the better it is, right? But I feel like probably, I don't know what Warbond like I would like even. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I thought that the last Warbond, like the hover pack, was incredible, dude. It was so big BP, dude. Insane, bro. It was ridiculously good. Right? But like for the next Warbond, like people are saying the spear we're gonna have like a melee spear or something, like full-on primary weapon spear. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that is the case. I would like okay, I guess that would be a bug weapon, right? Like you're not using a spear on the bots, let's just be honest, which I'm fine with. I love playing against the bugs. Oops, I'm taking the family on vacation. We haven't been on vacation in a while, dude. That's awesome. Enjoy every minute of it, man. Whatever Warbond we'll get the teleporter backpack. I've seen the teleporter backpack, right? Like in the leaks back months, probably almost a year back, and it looked horrible. Hopefully they made it better. Stealth was cool when we found out it was possible, but if we're playing the game, we gotta destroy in low orbit with crazy firepower. Why not use it? Because of story and lore. Because if they let you use it, you win everything instantly. Dynamite AoE. Full Illuminate Invasion followed by Illuminate Weapon Warbond. How about a pheromone grenades? For beginner, what Warbond do you recommend? I have a full video on that, Cerberus, you can check out, and that should help you out a lot. Oops, are you and the missus married? If so, how would you propose? Getting a ring made for my girl and have a plan, but want some food for thought. Says, yo, first of all, that's awesome. Second of all, we are married. But actually, and this is gonna sound, I'm not being an asshole, right? But we never really wanted to, like, well, I kind of wanted to because I'm more of a traditional guy, so I wanted to get married, but it wasn't like, for me, it wasn't like, oh, we need to get married. Like, I believe that if you build a relationship, you can build a relationship. I do believe that marriage in general, you know, under, you know, if you are a religious person, which I am, that does mean a lot. So, but like, we weren't really rushing it. And then some time passed, and she was like, let's get married for reasons. Because, like, it wasn't really ever a... If I tell you this, it's gonna sound really weird, so I'm not gonna say why, but like, we got married, okay? But if you're trying to propose, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, first of all, before you do that, just make sure you're she's the one. Don't rush in, right? Just don't do it. I'm not saying she's not the one, but I'm just trying to be a good friend. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a lot of years of experience when it comes to relationships and girls in general. And make sure that there are some qualities there, you know, that you really cherish. And don't make that decision off of dopamine, and don't make that decision off of you know, just pure physical shit. Don't do that. You'll regret it. Give a good thought. On a positive regarding Arc Raiders, Embark Shadow dropped the finals of the Game Awards 2023. History could repeat itself. True. Can imagine just a simple 50 cal that be all I personally need. I don't think that will ever happen. Don't make a decision off of a PP craving. True. Yo, what's up, Average? Lust doesn't suck. It doesn't suck, right? I think that in many ways, you should be like, when you have a partner, you should be physically attracted to them. And obviously love is the most powerful tool, and you should love your second half. But I don't know if lust is the right word in English, but like, you should be physically attracted to your second half, right? Like, you should want them even if it's 10 years later. And I feel like that's possible. I'm a very monogamous person. I don't believe in one night stands and all that garbage. You know, I've seen a lot of shit. You know, I've done a lot of stuff. I just don't think it's good for your soul. I really don't. Lust is well, depends, right? Let me explain why. If you're married to one person and you're with that one person and you want them, if you use the word lust, sure. If you're 15 years into the marriage and you still lust for their body, I don't think that's a sin at all. Lust is sin when you're trying to lust for other people out of your marriage or your love relationship, right? Yeah, I get you appreciated. We've been together for 5 years, living together for 3 of those years. We have plans for our future, and timing just feels right as she's about to finish university. Then, yeah, then you know her. Then you know her, you know? That's what I meant. So if you do know her, I don't know what kind of person she is, what she's looking. I'm guessing that if she's with you for 5 years and she hasn't, you know, been going crazy about the ring or the money, she's a very cool girl. So probably base it off of her. Like, what does she enjoy? Like, try to create a moment for her. Like, a lot of women do this, right? Like, they'll try to get you a present as a man, but it's what they want for you, not what you want. Girls do this a lot. Don't be that guy. Like, be a dude that will think about this moment for her, because in reality, it's more for her. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of men really care about that process, so to speak, but women do. So sit down, write down what she enjoys, what she likes, and come up with a cool idea for her, okay? And you're gonna get the enjoyment out of the fact that she got enjoyment, right? Because we as men really, that's where we find our happiness, making other halves happy, right? Like, building for them. That's what, like, a lot of women don't understand, right? Simple. If you can't tell your partner about that shit you had in the morning, it ain't going nowhere. True. Also, it's not a sin. Once married, you're free to be freaks with each other as much as possible. Very true. Okay, then the way you explained it, I agree. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like, I don't... because reality is, if you're with one person and if you don't get freaky with that one person, what are you gonna do? Live your life? Like, it's weird, right? Like, I think that in order for a relationship to be very, very successful, you have to be extremely open in everything. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. You gotta talk, you gotta whatever. The problem with today's relationships is that people just aren't ready to serve. And serving has somehow become a bad thing, but that's because people haven't read as well. Like, they, you know, there's no knowledge there. It's probably an IQ issue as well. Like, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but it is definitely some kind of intellectual problem when you think that serving is a bad thing. Mostly which women have the problem with that, right? Like, not men. Men are okay with it, but not all men as well. But if you're a mature dude, you need to understand that you're going to be serving your loved ones, and that's something to be proud of, and you should be honored by doing that, right? And technically that's how the wives should be as well, or the girls should be as well in a relationship, right? What do you think will be the next call up for Helldivers, Deep Rock, Warhammer? I have no freaking clue, bro. They haven't said a word to us about that. Wife and the kids against the world. Exactly. Right? Like, a lot of the times what becomes a problem in a relationship is the serving issue, right? Like that's what it is. Update in 3 minutes? No. Update is in an hour. People are too easy to give up now and move on just because of an argument or you disagree shouldn't mean the relationship is over. True. Yo, Master, what's up, boss? Crazy Mr. Based. I've just had a lot of experience, bro. I've seen a lot of shit, you know, especially for my age. A lot of shit that a lot of people have not seen at my age. So I just try to learn, you know. I just try to learn, and that's what it is. Like, for me, that's always been the case. You know what I mean? Like, I just like to serve my loved ones, and I'm very proud to say that. Like, I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, you know, I know my worth, but I also know that my duty and my worth is in the fact that I serve my loved ones and try to build them a good life and try to do whatever I can do for them and protect them. That's what I die for any minute of the day. Like, I don't need to think about it twice. And for some people, that is a bad thing. Oh, why do you say serve? Are you a slave? Yes, in a way, and I'm okay with that as well. I am a slave to my family, bro. Like, of course, there's nothing wrong with that. And not in a bad way, because I enjoy every second of being that part of the family where I have that serving attitude. Like, I find peace in it. I find meaning in it, you know? Sister brings her baby, do babysitting. Yo, Custodio, you get some good, beautiful sleep, okay? Feel good about it. I've been with my wife since I was 18. That was 31 years ago. Damn, talking and compromise is everything. Holy, Mike. Hey, I'm proud of you, man. GG's. Hey, GG's. That ain't no easy task. Tipsteen L, one can tell. It's where wisdom is found. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I've had the hardest life, but I've seen some shit, yeah. There's definitely people that have seen way more than me, but I've seen what I've seen and I'm trying to learn what I can from it. Once again, it sounds cheesy to some, but me and my partner are best friends to each other, and doing stuff for each other makes and being in each other's company is the most happy. Yes, but that's the key, right? You can be best friends, but even friendship is nothing without serving, right? So let me give you an example. If I live, let's say me and Kaiju live together. We're partners, right? Now, if you're working 15 hours a day and you come home and I have to beg you, you have to beg me for a meal once you get home, that's fucked up, okay? That's a very childish thing to even argue about.
Welcome
Master, thank you for the legendary membership. I appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Crazy Fam once again. Yo, Brian Ramirez. What's up, my boy? Right? And then if you have this 15-hour shift and you get home and you get a hot meal, which you deserve because you were, you know, working your ass off, that's absolutely fair. But then if I go out on a 12-hour or 13-hour, or it could be 11-hour, I expect the same from you. That's what I call serving in a relationship. And not only should that be normalized, but that should make you happy to do that for the other person. You know what I mean? Yo, Edgar Meza, what's up? Like, I got this one girl I get along with, and I'm wondering whether I ask her out, but I don't want to seem like a weirdo. You're gonna be a weirdo if you don't ask her out. Because even if you ask her out and you get rejected, you will learn a lesson that you're not gonna die, and rejection doesn't mean anything. It's just another step. But if you live your life like, oh my God, you're never gonna ask anybody out, and then you're gonna be the weirdo that doesn't have social skills in order to find the partner that you need. Do not be afraid of rejection, and don't be afraid of failure, because you're regardless gonna fail no matter what happens in your life. You're gonna suck at a lot of fucking shit at your life, like I did at a lot of shit that I do in life. No matter what you do today, you're gonna be bad at it, but 3 years later, you're gonna be better. And then 5 years later, you're going to be good at it. And then 7 years later, you're going to be extremely good at it. And then you're going to be successful. But if you just sit there and think, oh my God, I like this girl so much, should I ask her out? Guess what? Another dude that has balls is going to walk up and ask her out. And then she's going to go with him. That's the true scenario. If you go and ask her out, she can say no. That's absolutely fine. Even if she insults you, that's absolutely fine. You know why? Because she insulted you, and now you know she's a piece of shit. Why do you want to be with such a girl anyway? So you just move on. So never be afraid of that shit, bro. Like, that's like Hollywood bullshit. Oh, whatever. No, it's okay to get rejected. It's painful. Yes, you get better from it. Just move on. Take care of yourself, you know, hygiene, your teeth, your beard, be clean, take care of your hair, put on a good t-shirt. Just have the basic things and you're gonna be fine. It's an honor to serve your partner. It's knowing your wants and needs and are being thought about by another person. It's the most special feeling. Exactly that. And that has been lost in today's relationships. You know, that has been lost. Ain't that simple, socializing? I mean, these days things have become as weird that we're completely normal. Yeah, but you shouldn't give a shit. Those are the weirdos that think that's weird. So why you give a fuck about weirdos? Do your thing as a social normal person, and if somebody thinks it's weird, they can go fuck themselves. Nobody cares. It's not weird. It's not weird to walk up a girl and tell her she's beautiful and you would like to take her out for a coffee. It's not weird. If she thinks it's weird, she's fucking dumb. So move on. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. Like, people keep like bringing this up, right? Like a lot of the times where, oh, you know what? What if I do this and it's weird? The question is what you're doing an evil or bad act, or is it just okay to do and people find it weird, right? Like if walking up to somebody and saying, hey, I think you look beautiful. I would love to take you out for a cup of coffee, if that's okay with you. And if she says yes, if that people find that weird, who's the real weirdo, bro? You know what I mean? Like, that's the weirdo. You know, me and Veronica went out, like, I literally, well, we got kind of met up by a friend who figured out we were both a little bit not there and it would work out. And it, you know, it's been, don't get me wrong, dude. We've had our ups and downs. We just had a very big fight as well. And it's not easy to build relationships. It's not easy, bro. Like, people make out that relationships are easy. Relationships are very painful. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Like, it's been tough for me too. Like, not because she's done everything or we've both did shit and we hurt each other, whatever. You know, we talked about it and then we fixed it, right? And there's gonna be times in your life when you just don't have that energy anymore, you know? Like, right now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm in that space where I feel so fucking drained, like both emotionally and even like spiritually in a way. Not that because of like religious purposes. I am a religious person and I 100% believe there's something and so on. But there are times where your energy, I've always been that person that people come to for energy. Okay. Like, I've always been that person. Like, there are people that are chargers, and then there are people that are like, they drain you. I've always been the charger type because I've always enjoyed motivating people to be better. But like, at this point, I think I'm a little bit, I think I'm in my peaceful era right now of my life where I need to chill for a little bit because I don't have the energy to build people. I mean, like, in a close circle, right? I'm always down to talk with you guys, whatever. But like, there's a different kind of energy that you need when, you know what? I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just need to recharge, essentially. Like, I've been very open about a lot of shit, right? You guys know I don't complain about shit. Like, when I feel bad, I work out. Like, if I feel like down, I work out. Whether I want it or not, I just get shit done. It is what it is. Like, this morning, I was doing hundreds of pull-ups because I have to do it, you know? Zachary, thank you for the 10.
That's a crazy donation, innit?
That is a crazy donation. Thank you so much.
She is taking time out of her day to talk to you. That's her way to let you know she likes you.
True.
If you don't ask her out, she will lose interest, and you will lose your chance.
True. I agree with that. That's a great dono, man. Thank you so much for the 10. That's 2 chicken sandwiches and a coffee, bro. I appreciate that. Man. Thank you so much. going through the same thing at the moment, Pips. Yeah, and I think that a lot of the times, like as men, right? And I'm not one of those guys. Let's get one thing very clear, right? I believe that in a relationship, people are equal. Just because I'm a man doesn't make me better. Because you're a woman doesn't make you better. I believe, and this is just me being honest, cheating is the same on both sides. You're a piece of shit if you cheat. And the reason I never cheat is because I respect myself enough not to do it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the other person. Obviously, it has in terms of I don't want to hurt them, but I don't do that to myself because I believe if I do that, my worth as a human being goes down. So I respect myself enough to not do it. You know, like I have more than enough discipline in my brain to control myself to the point that I don't want to cheat. It is what it is. And if your second half cheats, yeah, it's painful. But you know what? They're a piece of shit. You just let go. You be thankful to that other dude because he just got trash out of your life. Let's be honest, right? The point is though, right? Oh, sure does, Peter. Hey, oh, hey, Peter. Hey, if you know, you know. But sometimes it always comes down to one thing, man. It comes down to servitude. I do believe that. Tech, what's up, howdy pips in chat? Stay strong and push on for liberty. Hopefully we get some liberty pushing our way today, man. Something, huh? Could never imagine doing that to her or myself, and neither could she. It's unfathomable. Can I tell you something? Don't think that, because we're all human and the devil never sleeps, bro. You know, the goal is, you know, I was listening to this video. They were talking about the Nazi Germany and all that stuff, right? And there was a very interesting conversation where they were saying every human, when they read that story, right, the history, they think they're the good guy in that story. But you got to understand that most people were average people who were like people that were doing terrible things. So you never know what you're really gonna do in those situations. At the end of the day, we're all human and we're very, very gullible. You know, like it's a very deep conversation in general. But at the end of the day, it always comes down to this: like you're either a kind, honorable person, and if you try to be truthful to your loved ones and yourself, and you just say the truth, you know, that mostly fixes a lot of your shit. Yeah, if you don't have kids, not point in sticking around or with the cheat, zero loyalty is a bad look, not good for the brand. I think that even if you do have kids, you shouldn't stick around with a cheater. I mean, it's a personal decision. There are people that can forgive, and there are people that really regret and they fix their shit, right? There are people like that. And for all those that have the power to forgive, and for all those that have a power to fix, they should stay together. But it's not an easy task to forgive that, right? Servitude is the foundation of showing true love, and admiration. Relationships are a daily challenge. So make sure you find someone that's worth it. Treat your partner how you expect to be treated. Yeah, that is very true. Like servitude is the key to a long relationship, dude. It is. Without that, I don't think a long relationship lasts. If you do not understand that you can't put yourself first, your relationship will fail. You need to always be ready to move yourself backwards, like put somebody in front of you. And a lot of people fail that. Lewis, what's up? Triple, what's up? Hey, Mr. Big PP, hope you're doing well, brother. I'm doing good. Chilling out with you guys, waiting for the El Uno update that will hopefully drop in the next hour. Something. Info. We went from an update streams to update/info streams because we're waiting for just info at this point. Well, it's unfathomable to us in a way where we are prepared to spend the rest of our lives together. Yeah, bro, I understand that. So am I. But we're all... I don't like to say that because I still know that I'm human. The reason that I believe that the truth is nobody will know. Let's break it down this way. If you're in a hotel room abroad, somewhere where your wife isn't, and you have a knock on the door, and there is the most beautiful, gorgeous girl ready to be intimate with you, the answer to what you will do is very tough to answer. The way you avoid that is just you don't put yourself in those situations, because if you get to that point when somebody's next to you naked, at that point the devil never sleeps. But the smart man doesn't put themselves in that situation because he understands that he's not strong enough. You're not God, bro. Like, you can fuck up. The key is to not put yourself in those situations. And the second you see it's going that way, you bounce. You pick up the phone, you call your wife, and you tell her, dude, this is happening. Holy shit. Because now you don't have a way out. That's how you get out of those situations. You know what I mean? Because nobody is like, oh, you know what, if I see, like, I don't know, like Adriana Lima right next to me half naked, you know, I'm gonna... Nah, don't do that, because nobody knows that. Then I send her a pic and wait for a response. You never try. Yeah, master. Yeah. You want to join, babe? Divorce. Lonely. Single. Call your wife and ask her to come duel the other one. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Is there an update tonight? I took a break a couple weeks ago, so a lock. We're waiting, brother. Very situational. Grew up next to a military base. Lots of infidelity with long deployments and high life. That stresses some friends. Wish their parents would drop the act. Others miss the unity, because it depends, right? Like, if you have a happy family, you don't want them to drop the unity. If you don't have a happy family, you want them to drop the unity because you don't see any love or anything good. So it really depends. It's a very situational thing, right? Like, I always wanted my parents to get divorced, and I was very happy when it happened. I never complained about it, and I thought it was best for both. And if you can't love yourself, don't expect anyone else to be worthy, respectful, and have self-worth. Yes and no. I think this whole love yourself shit is overrated as fuck, and it has actually poisoned relationships, right? Because it has gone over any kind of limit. Always love yourself first, and understand that if you do not love yourself, and if you do not put yourself first apart from anyone in your life, no, that's garbage. 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 It's fucking ass. I will never put myself in front of my in front of my child's needs. I will never love myself more than I love my child or my wife. It's just never gonna happen. You know why? The true love for you as a man comes from the fact of how you treat your family and how you take care of them as a man, and take your responsibilities and protect them and so on, and build a life for them. Now, this doesn't mean they shouldn't do anything. They can do whatever they want. But the problem is, for you as a man, as a human in general, the reality is loving yourself comes from doing something that is worthwhile. And if you're just sitting there on your ass doing nothing and loving yourself, that's delusion. Okay? That's what that is. Oh, I love myself. I'm not doing anything for my loved ones. I'm just a piece of shit. I'm treating everyone bad, but I'm gonna love myself. No, you're just a piece of shit that thinks that they're good. That's okay if that makes you happy, but in reality, that doesn't do anything for you. And people don't like to hear that, but hey, that's the truth, so I really don't give a fuck. No way, there are so many people together because they think they can't get anyone else, Pips. Chill. No way, there are so many people together because they think they can't get anyone else. What does that have to do with it? What does that have to do with it? That's just... I'm not saying that was your point. I'm just saying that in general, that is the point. If you're meaning you're in a toxic relationship and you don't love yourself enough to get out, that's a different conversation. But what I'm saying is, today, in general, in the modern relationship era, this whole love yourself has lost its boundaries. There are no more boundaries anymore. It's just straight up stupid. You only excuse shitty behavior by saying and acting like you're the most important thing. I've definitely been through a bad relationship with my parents being together, so I know first hand what a terrible relationship is, and I'm glad I was able to avoid the relationship they had. Yeah, me too. You can do both though. You love yourself and also treat others like you are treating yourself, meaning be a good person. You should love yourself. Okay, guys, please, this happens all the time. When I say something, listen to what I'm saying and don't get emotional about it. I'm not saying you are, by the way, Robert. I'm just saying people do this a lot because they take shit personally. This is not a personal attack on anybody. If we're having discussions, you can say your shit and I can say my shit, and nobody should get upset about this, okay? What I'm saying is, when you grow up, let's say you're 45 years old, and if you don't focus on being a better person, let's say both physically, both mentally, both spiritually, treating other peoples with love and kindness, all of these things, right? If you're not doing these things and yet you love yourself just for whatever, it's delusion, right? Love in general doesn't just appear. Love comes out of doing stuff for yourself, comes out of doing stuff that are worthwhile. So for example, if I go outside, I'm not saying you shouldn't love yourself if you don't do heroic acts. You should still love yourself 100%, because especially if you're a kind person, whatever, you should love yourself. Yes, you should respect it, but not to the amount that today's relationships tell you, where, you know what, me and my husband got into a fight and I love myself so much, I can't take this anymore, I'm gonna divorce. That's trash. You know, a friend who has literally dated models, he then married an absolute swamp donkey because he hasn't in his head got to worry about her cheating because he has a point. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, is lowering your standards, I'll tell you why he did that. Now, I might not agree with that as well, but I'll tell you why he did that. He did that because he has seen more than you. He has dated those hot girls and he knows how they tick. So he doesn't want any piece of that. He wants just a peaceful life. And for you, for example, what you call the swamp donkey, right? For him, that might be a peaceful life. And peaceful life is much more valuable than a hot model. And trust me, like, I know. It's not worth it. That's a very young way to look at it. Somebody's hot, that's cool. But anybody that is hot, let me give you an example. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt got divorced. You know why they got divorced? Because physical shit gets boring after a while, even if you're Brad Pitt and even if you're Angelina Jolie. That's the reality. And peace is valuable more than anything in a relationship. So your friend is smart. He had fun and then he realized this is trash. I'd rather find a girl that just makes me feel peaceful. And he moved on to being peaceful. That's a G move, if you ask me. If that's what makes him peaceful, he should do that. But I also love myself because I know how I treat people. I care for, and because I know the type of guy I am. If that makes sense, it does. And that's how it should be, right? But what I'm saying is people are delusional nowadays, you know? Delusional, you know, like... I mean, you can be a serial killer today and love yourself and you'll be fine, you know, like, as long as you love yourself. Okay, it's like, okay, it's a little bit egotistic to always love yourself only, but yeah, I don't know. If you are a man and cheat on your wife, you are not a man. Break up before the act. Yeah, same goes for the woman. It's literally 50-50. We're getting close, chat. Literally 30 minutes. Cheating is so trash, dude. It's so trash. It's such a low quality trash move. The love yourself has been taken so wrong. Do you mean like I took it wrong, or like in general? I don't think I took it. I understand what you're saying and I agreed. I don't know why you're getting like all fired up. I'm just saying you in general, in this today's modern world, people have taken it out of context. It's gone over. Yep, you took it. So no, I didn't. I understand what you're saying, and I agreed with you. And then I said that people have taken it out of context. You took it personally, and now you're upset for whatever reason. Because I said the truth, and it is what it is. He's probably seconding your point, Pips. Yeah, I know, and that's why I don't understand why Peter's upset. I wish Helldivers 2 had a cross-faction wars. I don't think we talked about that when we were in Sweden, actually, and I think they said that it's like technically very hard to do because of the stress levels on the servers. Zach, thank you for big peepee, bro. Thank you for
It's
the
not
20.
about loving yourself, it's about respecting yourself. Respect yourself. People will treat you in kind. It also works the other way as well. If you don't truly respect yourself, it's hard to really respect others.
That's true. That's true. And I agree with the loving part as well. You should love yourself. You should love yourself. But there comes a point where you realize that loving yourself isn't the main way to happiness, because it's not. Loving others and serving others and respecting others and so on is the more viable way to loving yourself, is what I'm saying. Perhaps focus on the no, this is not what this community is about. I don't want to focus only about gaming. I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk. You know what I mean? And it's okay to not agree about everything. Like, I can focus on gaming whenever I want. I can focus on live stuff whenever I want. This is the kind of community this is. You know what I mean? Is this on the Arc Raiders Copium stream? Says Max. Max, you got how did you enjoy the key and the game? Yo, what up, Cloud? I'm doing good, brother. How about you? Just chilling. Played 65 hours of Arc Raiders in 4 days, bro. Let that sink in. That's 65 hours out of what, 96 hours, which means that literally all the rest of the time I just slept. That was it. Which was what, 31 hours? 31 hours divided by 4, approximately that brings us to 7 hours and 40 minutes of sleep. I loved myself way too much when I was 15, says Mike. Didn't we all, Mike? Didn't we all, brother? Didn't we all? Yeah, he was lurking material this week while I was doing things. LOL, always seemed to be live, bro. Yeah, I had four. I had a 13-hour, 11-hour, 10-hour, and then a 9-hour stream or something. Did you watch the Minecraft movie? I have not, no, but I've heard a lot of good shit about that, man. Is it really that good? I've also heard a lot of good things about the Thunderbolts, but I haven't seen them as well. And I'm trying to figure out like what they're gonna do. Like they're bringing they're bringing the whole, what's it called, Doctor Doom shit back, right? Now I don't know what it's gonna be, dude, because like I was reading some comics. I was going through comics, okay, and I realized there is one comics where Iron Man becomes Doctor Doom, right? So do you think it's gonna be another multiverse where he fails to kind of save everybody or whatever, and then he becomes evil to kind of hunt him down? Like I'm talking about Thanos, and then he becomes Doctor Doom, and then he just goes crazy and somehow ends up in our multiverse. Is that what it's gonna be? The release date for Arc Raiders is a while away, you know, still 2 or more test stages planned before. Are you where do we have that info from? The game is a ton of fun, bro. I want it back so I can put more time in. Launch can't come fast enough. Yeah, that game is gonna break all records. A lot of records. I'm not gonna say all records, but that game's gonna break a lot of records. And the stream viewership for us was really good, bro. Like it was also, you gotta understand, it was like a tech test, so only a few thousand people got in, and we were sitting at like 170 to 100 viewers on a completely new game, which was fucking wild. And we're talking that number was there for like 10-hour streams. That's insane. So like when that game comes out, we're doing daily streams probably for a month or two and going all out on that. We're gonna have our podcast and everything ready, so But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Hell yeah, looking forward to it. Says Kaiju. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing it. Me and Takiba talked about it, and we have a plan. We have all the, like, we're literally gonna be writing down all the quests and everything down, so we progress really fast, and then just fucking murk people and make content. What was the last Helldivers content update? I honestly couldn't tell you. I do not know. There's like hasn't been content for so long, dude. I don't know. Like I genuinely don't know. What was the last update, chat? I have no freaking clue, bro. I'm not gonna sit. Well, let's check. Patch notes. Bro, it was a month ago. Damn. Holy shit. We're trying drip. What about you, man? But that was not even a patch, bro. Like, I mean, not content. Let's see where okay, this was the last content. No, this was also a patch. So this was actually like an update right here, where the changes and shit happened. This was a month, like 50 days ago. 50 days ago. 50 days ago was the last time we actually got changes to the game. Greetings, Ronin. Peepson welcomes you to the stream. Jack the Ripper says 13th December. We'll get customization today. Okay, Will, chill out. Chill out. I love you, Will. Stop taking so much copium at once. You hear me? Little by little, Will. Don't inject all of it. Little amounts of copium. Take the copium gummy bears, okay? That's more than enough for you today. Like, it seems like you've taken like a whole pack of copium gummy bears. Bro, I'm huffing and puffing. I can see that. Warbond and patch fixes are not content. December was the last time. Well, Warbond is content, right? Is Warbond not content? I think Warbond is content. We all know next Tuesday is the big update, says Ronin. 50 days ago in dog years is like a year ago. It feels like an entire year ago now. Oh, Will might have the copium with that one. I'm sure nothing is going to happen today. Literally zero. That's the spirit end. I need something new. What was that sound? No, nothing. I thought there was an update, bro. Holy shit. Warbond is 10,000% content. Yeah, I agree. May 13th is the wait date. I personally think nothing will happen today, but with the lack of anything for this amount of time, I'm expecting another December period to happen where every day something crazy is happening. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not expecting that at all. I think there's gonna be one big drop, and then there's gonna be 3 months of nothing. That's what I think. There's probably gonna be some story shit. Oh, bugs. There's definitely, I am definitely not expecting, this is what I'm expecting. I've made it very clear. I'm expecting a Warbond and then Illuminate drop. At this point, it's very clear that it's going to be the Illuminate invasion, right? So Warbond, Illuminate invasion, and then dead quiet for like probably until September. Warbond is definitely content, Lewis. Come on. It's new items. You have to unlock new weapons, new gear, new stratagems. I mean, it is, whether you like it or not, it's content, right? It's content. New content. Now, is it like new? And it affects gameplay as well, right? So because you're going to make different kinds of builds and whatnot. Are you going to stream for the 8th? Yeah, of course. This has to be the biggest update yet. 3 months of not sufficient content will kill the game. So sad that Arc Raiders tech test closed. It was in a long time. A game I really enjoyed. Tell me about it, brother. I've never been excited more for a game in the last 5 years. I'm extremely excited for the game. I cannot wait to play it. I honestly cannot wait to play it. Weapon and armor customization is coming 100%. Yeah, we'll see. Look at the clouds. Look at the clouds. Look at the clouds. I know issues list were the content. It's really moving forward. Where'd you get the Helldivers 2 merch? When I was in Sweden at Arrowhead Studios, they gave it to us, Z. This is why Arrowhead gets away with months and months of no content, because people think war bonds are content. When did we get new mission in war bonds, new enemies in war bonds? Both things can be true at the same time. War bonds are content. Doesn't mean it's enough content. I've always said this. War bonds are content for 3 days, and then there's no content again. But it is content, right? That's the reality. It's not that they get away with it because of it. They get away with it because the gameplay, the loop of the game is good and people love it too much. But the problem with that is eventually people will get bored once they realize that they don't care as much. And this is their chance to show that they do care. And this next update has to be a banger. And there cannot be any nerfs in that patch that they're going to drop. Because they are going to drop a patch, right? They will. The reason they will is because with every big update, they have to make big changes in order to accompany that big update. Which 100% means that there will be patch notes with changes to weapons. Now, what they don't understand and what I am afraid of, and I want you guys to clip this if you need to, because I'm calling this right now. I feel like just by the history that they've worked and how they approach things, I do think that they're gonna nerf shit. I do. I know that sounds wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, okay? I hope I'm wrong. But I always go off of facts. I don't go off of my feelings. And in this case, both the facts and my feelings, by the way, tell me that they are gonna hit us with nerfs. And I don't like that at all. Like, I really hope they don't drop nerfs. Really, and some like crazy ones as well. I just don't understand why they need to do shit like that. What is there to nerf? I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like they will nerf something. I'm not gonna lie to you. We need a filler endgame like with D2. We have weekly resets of like 3-4 different things to do. Our issue is we have one thing to do all year round, and game needs an expansion. Yeah, I don't think that will ever happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. I don't think that will ever happen. Now, I also... Well, you shouldn't be surprised that crossbow will get a nerf, because there's some content creators that literally want that thing nerfed. Like, so... But there's also a lot of players. They think it's extremely broken and that it's hurting the game. Yet they never use it, but that's a different conversation. Yeah, you know something getting nerfed, it's what they do. 100% going to get a nerf, and the update will look massive, but more than half of it will be bug fixes and nerfs. Calling it. Is the level still capped at 150? Yes, Ghost. Yes, it is. Just like the Escalation of Freedom update, they add so many new tough enemies that we had gotten like one buff and multiple nerfs, to which just made us so much weaker to the brand new enemies. Yeah. There may be 2 weapons in the entire game where nerf are somewhat justified, crossbow or purifier. No, they're not even justified there. The problem is what, right? Like, let me explain what the problem is, okay? This is not fucking Tarkov, okay? Your crossbow doing a little bit more damage does nothing. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt the game. It has almost zero, like, effect of, like, being overpowered. Because this game has no overpower. There are no overpowered weapons in this game. There's just... Okay. Have you played any other PvE games? Like live service games? Take those games and compare the weapon and power fantasy of those weapons to these games. If you had these weapons in games like, for example, Destiny or whatever, you would never use any single weapon in this game because the weapons in those games are fucking insane. And yet we have to beg for a 10% ammo increase. So I'm still max level and I have nothing to play in 6 months, says Ghost. Exactly what do people moan about OP in a PvE game? Well, there's can be. Well, that's also not a quite honest take, right? Because like if we're being honest about it, there can be OP shit. If you had a primary weapon right now that could one-shot Bile Titans, I mean, we would very easily agree it's a PvE game, but it would be OP. And we'd be like, that's not good. That's not good. That literally destroys the whole game. That's not good. So that's the reality, right? Like that thing can be true as well. There can be overpowered items in a PvE game, of course. That argument of, oh, you should never nerf anything in a PvE game is also flawed. But factually, there is nothing overpowered in this game. Like some people might say ultimatum. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why is ultimatum OP? Because it can destroy a bot tower? Who cares? Who cares? Like, so what? I don't know. The problem isn't that it's okay to have that argument because you can and you can discuss it. The problem is there's way more important things in the game to focus on than nerfing the ultimatum. Like, this is just my thoughts. Exactly. That's what I mean, Cloud. Like, you can have those conversations when games there's no other issues, but like, why are we focusing on ultimatum when we need other shit fixed first? Like, fix that first and get the game going and get some progression and whatever, and then we can discuss it. But you need to understand the building of momentum. A lot of people that haven't worked in like real normal jobs don't understand shit like this. There's something called momentum in marketing and sales and everything. Like, you can't be dropping nerfs when you haven't dropped the content for 3 months. It's not good for your game. It creates a bad energy around it, and therefore then you get negative responses from the community. You need to give the community what they want. It's like literally what people did from the times of the Roman Empire. That's why they had the Colosseum. They let people kill each other for the normal folks to be happy for a little bit, okay? And then they would increase the taxes, and people would be like, oh, we're watching people kill each other. It's okay to have 5% increase in taxes, right? Like, it's a normal thing. It's been around human nature for centuries, right? Like, I don't understand how people don't get this. Don't drop nerfs now. Make a good patch, add good buffs, whatever, or you don't have to go crazy with the buff. Just a good content drop and like some good changes. And then down the line, when you're riding this big wave of success, then you know what, guys, we're gonna drop the ultimatum a little bit. Nobody's gonna complain because you did a great patch. But now when everybody's waiting for something great for 4 months and you drop something and then in the patch notes they see nerf, 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 guess what? Nobody focuses on anything else than the nerfs. That's human nature, unfortunately. Okay? No, ultimatum is very good. If used correctly, it is very good. But is it broken? No, it's not broken. Facts, working this industry every day really shows the real issues a lot won't see from the outside. Resources are minimal here, and we need to use them valid things. Bug fixes, new content are key. Yeah, Killzone armor will never return. The devs lying because they know and don't want to say it. It was a timed contract that ended. Simple as that. I don't know anything about that, so I'm not gonna speak. Like, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if there was some kind of timed contract. I don't know, so I can't talk about that because I don't know, and I don't want to bring you guys false information. It's honestly incredible they managed to create a PR disaster that's still ongoing out of this first crossover armor. Hey, I'm back. Did Arc Raiders drop yet? Why are you doing this, Takivo, man? Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it, Takivo. We need to do duo runs as well when it gets back online, dude. Like, literally call the stream the best duo in Arc Raiders and fucking go crash people, you know? What are your Warbond speculations? I don't know, man. I have no... I do know that their Warbond team is pretty cool. Like, Lexus and those guys are working on the Warbonds, and they've done a great job. So I expect something pretty cool. They need to stick to making more unique enemies like the... Oh, my bad, it's Ronin. They need to stick to making more unique enemies like the Insinko and Predator Stalker. That's good balancing and makes the game more different. Thank you, Ronin. I appreciate your Japanese take over this game. I agree. 100% 2v3s all day. Easy 2v3s too. No, I'd say that the issue would be it's been sold for a specific price and people kicked off, meaning it would need to be altered, and compensating those who have bought it already would not be easy. Yeah, that's a good point too. I don't know. Like, that's why I think that all of those things should just have been skins and that was it. Imagine we finally get the Trident from Helldivers 1. I don't know, man. Whatever we get, I hope it's good. A big, like Predator net that you fire would be cool. Listen, the reality is this. We've been sitting here, literally, after a month of game come out, we were talking about the Illuminates. We still haven't gotten full Illuminates. I was begging for boss fights. We still don't have the boss fights, right? That's what the game needs. Boss fights, progression, weapons, build crafting. There was a lot of cool stuff in Helldivers 1. I played that one decent bit and it's off over the years. Says Pulse. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Just give you a motorbike. 10 more likes, still 100. Let's get them likes up. You goobers, says Pikachu. Always wanted Helldivers 2. Was watching the game show live and almost shit myself, says... have they said anything about possible boss fights then? No. If Arrowhead was to add pretty much everything that didn't carry over from the first game into Helldivers 2, it would be amazing. That's true. They must add a katana to honor my tradition, says Ronin. I agree. New patch, they are going to put into the game hot female stalkers that steals super credits when they attack you. And then they go... They have that anime laugh when they do it. Let's go, baby. Open the game to modding, remove the stupid kernel AC, and let the community do what they want. SM2 with Astartes mod absolutely eclipsed the base game, same as DRG. Modding is always the answer. I don't know much about modding, so I don't know, man. Probably could be cool. Is there any detail on when the update or Warbond information will be released? Says Maxwell. Yo, what up, Maxwell? Well, we should be getting information in the next 20 minutes. If there is an information, chat, we're 6 likes away from 100. Slap it around. Bro, I cannot believe how fast time flies. Like, we're literally getting so close to the 8th, bro. It's insane. Greetings from Mexico. This is Alejandro Rubalcaba. You're hoping the update brings some use for samples and requisition points for some customization. Hey, so do I, brother. I will honor you with a like. Thank you, Ronin. I appreciate that. That like means 7 likes. What's up, man? All good here, says Maxwell. Good to hear, brother. The mod who replaces the eagle sound with the sound of a hen warthog is goated. You know what's goated? Weapon customization. That's what's goated. Try out SM2 Astartes mod. Being developed by real game devs, and it has support of Saber. Recently, Saber released more tools for modders to use. You like SM2, you will love Astartes mod. What does it do, Adam? Bro, I haven't done anything but play Dark Raiders for 65 hours. I already told you guys in the last 4 days. I just want to be able to color match helmets and stratagems. Are we getting flying vehicles? Just like never. That will literally never happen. I can assure you. Hopefully I'm wrong. Is the new Warbond getting revealed today? We don't know. Anyone play Stellaris? Complete opposite type of game, but got a huge content update? No, I personally I don't. Wait, I thought it's still Thursday for the announcement of the Warbond. Yeah, but today's Tuesday. Usually we get some kind of patch, fixes, whatever it is, and they've been quiet. They haven't said there's nothing coming today, so surely PlayStation would have dropped an ad if there was a new Warbond. They can't help themselves. Maybe we get something today, bro. Like another tease or something. Temporary power-ups that you can randomly find on the map that only last for that mission. But you know what I'm thinking, dude? Takibo, are you here? Oh, I never thought about that. That scares me now. I just had a thought, but I can't say it on stream. I'm looking forward to the announcement of the announcement. Yo, what up, Lab? Go play some Arc Raiders, says Wayne. Stop it, dude. Wayne, why are you being an asshole, dude? I forget about Arc Raiders for a second, and then you bring it up. It's like you're pinching the pain points, bro. Stop it, man. I wonder when it comes out, though, Wayne. Do we not have like any info on it? Arc Raiders release date. No. There's no info, dude. Nothing, dude. Three to 6 months. Come on. No, is what I saw. Really? It's just 2025, but some suspect is in September, I think, but I couldn't really find anything concrete. I love the philosophy sessions with Pips, says Giller. Did you see the king enemy in Arc Raiders, Pips? Do you mean the Harvester light? We'll probably get a second test before a release date, like with the finals. Arc Raiders King. I don't see anything. That was already the second test? Yeah, that was the second test. You plebs. That was the second test. The first test was just a hidden test that you guys didn't know about. Maybe we do get an update that has all the stuff for next week, and that way is preloaded, that the data miners come in, destroy. Man, I'm late to the stream, just expecting like a Warbond announcement or something today, right? It says Baku. I meant a second public test. The first one was super small. Yeah, but it was still a test though. I don't think they need more. Why would they need another public test? They know that the servers, I don't know. I saw that we should be getting 12 maps. I saw that there's a lot of maps. Yeah. So I saw this interview where one of the devs apparently was saying that what we saw in terms of map and content was around 20 to 30% of the actual game that is going to appear over time. They already confirmed another test stage planned for Arc Raiders. It's coming out fall, so September, October. Where did they confirm this? Please link it to me in Discord. I've never seen it anywhere. I've never seen it anywhere. I looked everywhere. I talked to everybody. I have never seen it. No, I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you you're going to playing it for like 5,000 hours. That's what I'm telling you. 2,000 hours is rookie numbers. You know what I mean? We got to lock it in. That's what I'm telling you. Said it on Twitter when I asked about people who missed a chance to play Pips. Okay, I need to check that. Do you have a screenshot or something? Because essentially, if they reply to you like that on an official webpage, that's confirmation. And I would assume somebody, if they're saying it like that, they would also make a post about it. But I've not seen anything. What's up, Renato? Yeah, I couldn't find an official answer anywhere. Yeah, me too. Here, let's go through the comments here. Yeah, about when you've been making us for 4 years. The game needs building. Patience is a virtue. You're the type of who does want games released in a mess. Give them credit for taking their time. Shut your stupid ass up. Please be soon. Please be soon. Please be soon. I missed it already. Offline mode would be sick too. Everything I've seen makes this game look great. Think it'll be worth the buy when it's released. For sure, even just the playtest had a lot of content. If they add more on full release, it'll be even better. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, there's not going to be a single bad comment, dude. You done good, our creators team. Pretty bummed I didn't get in considering. Even if GTA 6 came out, this would win Game of the Year. On Xbox, the game did not run as smooth as people are saying. Almost after every raid, black screen. That seems like a hidden problem because we didn't get those problems on consoles. My only takeaway for the entire experience was audio cues. It was hard to differentiate the exact location people were coming from. But other than that, this game, I would agree with this. I would agree with this. It was a little bit confusing for me as well. By the Steam news page, public test launch dates around 24/27. By what? On Steam? Where does it say that? Oh, tech test? No, to survey. No, this is a survey. Where is that? But guide me to that. Where is that? Kuba, where is that? Dude, I had 65 hours. Holy shit, dude. Why you guys just say shit, and then when I ask where it is, nobody knows? Read the last tweet. XA says at the bottom, for players that miss chance to play, don't worry, you will get a chance or something like that. What? How does that? Yeah, but where's the date? Talking about, man? I swear to God, you guys. Where do I find this? Do I go all the way down? Is that what you're telling me? Like, go all the way down. Is that what you want? Okay, I'll go all the way down. Okay. Okay, where is it? Trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. I'm looking. I need to see their response. Am I tripping, right? Is that what I'm looking for? Their response? Literally me. Literally me. This is me. I DM'd you the answer. Okay. Second. No. Do something stupid here. This. Yeah, that's what I think as well. Last tweet thanking players. That is the last tweet. You mean this? On behalf of everyone, our creators team, thank you so much to all of you who took part in Tech Test 2. Didn't join this time? No problem. We'll be back. And remember to wishlist our creators. So, oh, you mean this? Just didn't join this time? No problem. We'll be back. Yeah, but this could mean anything. This isn't a date. This isn't a time. I don't know where that to me says another round of testing. I don't know. That doesn't, could be, but this doesn't tell me when. This doesn't tell me exactly if it's a test or if they're just saying we're going to be back. The game's going to be out. Like what they said the exact same thing with the finals. When the beta ended, they said, okay, don't worry about getting the chance. you know, you're gonna get your chance. They literally said that, and then a month later they dropped the game full. You know what I mean? I don't think this really justifies for me to think there's a test, or justifies for me to say there's a date. I don't know what this means at all. Like, it could. When will they be back? Next week? Thursday? Friday, 4 p.m. In a month? Next Tuesday at 7:30? I don't know. What the fuck would I know? Any news on Helldivers? Let's check. Here we are. We're waiting. 3 minutes left. Given the game was polished enough, it will probably drop Q3, Q4. Oh, well, I guess we'll see, right? 3 minutes of Copium left. Boys, buckle up, says Wayne. Get the less doses of Copium in, chat. Do you think the game was polished enough? Looks like it needed lots more maps and content. Maps and content doesn't mean polished. You're asking two different questions now. If you're asking how the game played, yes, it felt like a game that was already finished. Content could be just locked out and they can just press one button and unlock it. So polished, yes. The content, there was still a lot of content. Like, we didn't do a lot of shit. Like, our workbenches were not level 3. There was a lot of shit we needed. Here we go, says Retro. Let's go. What do you think the next Warbond will be? No clue, Anthony. I have no clue, brother.
Welcome to the Crazy Family.
Somnus, thank you for becoming a member, man. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Warbond, Arc Raiders. Bro, what if this new Warbond really does have to be a banger, dude? With Arc Raiders and both drop on Thursday? Crazy. What will you be playing, Takiba? Be honest. If that happened, what would you play? Be honest. Don't lie. Be honest. What would you play if those both dropped at the same day? What would you play? The Fortnite Star Wars. I would probably do the Warbond as fast as I could and then jump into Arc Raiders. That's what I would do. New Warbond, boom, I stream for a little bit, unlock everything, test everything, boom, Arc Raiders. Which games do you think is more fun? Are you asking me personally or overall? I can't speak for it. For me personally, the gameplay loop of Arc Raiders is way more fun. Because there's always... Because it's higher skill, right? Like, there's actually skill involved. Like, in this game, it's too easy. Like, there's not much. And some people think that when I say that, right? Like, because, like, it's crazy, actually. When I say this game is easy, some people, yeah, but why do you want weapons to be buffed? Because some games are just easy doesn't mean they shouldn't be fun at the same time. If you want to make this game difficult, you shouldn't nerf weapons. You should make a new mode that is difficult. That will scale differently, and then let me use all of these so-called broken weapons that a lot of people think are broken in that powerful mode. Sorry, hard mode. That's how you create difficulty. The game's not dying, bro. It's doing fine. It's still hitting 30k daily players on a dry season. That's actually more than that because console is like 20%, probably like 34,000 people a day. Wait for it, boys. Wait for it. What news is dropping? We don't know. If anything's dropping, we're just waiting. Maybe we get some info. Maybe we get something. They just have introduced a new enemy type called pips. Just looking at it will kill you, says Light. Ain't that the truth? I believe in the 13th. It's on the way of dying. No. Depends on how this next update is. Yes. If this next update is trash, then I'm gonna say that it's in a very bad spot. That's why I'm scared, man. Like, if this big update isn't substantial and it's not big and it's not good, then we're cooked. Because, like, think about it yourself, bro. If it's only just the Illuminate Force and a Warbond gets done within 3 days. And then we know that for the next 3 months, we have nothing. Yo, Soul, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm doing good, Sultan. What about you, man? Thank you for being here. See that clip of the massive flying bug across the map? Was that legit? No, I think that was just a bird. We'll have to do another Copium stream. Yeah, of course. Yo, Pips, I read that one. If there's no content drop that we will feel the void of our creators update last 2 weeks, then bye-bye. Exactly. Because, like, how long do... Okay, let me ask you this. If the new Illuminate do drop, which most likely they will drop, how long do you think that can last as new content? If that's the only content we get. Be honest. Like, you don't have to be a hater or, like, an ass kisser. Just honest thoughts. Yeah, that's what I think too. Like, what do you do with that? A few days for hardcore players, a month for... I think even a month is crazy. No, you're right. You're right. A month for casuals would be there. Yeah. Until they get better at it, figure it out. If you're playing like 1-2 hours a day. Yeah, makes sense. 2-3 months? No. No, bro. Why would you play? No. Even the initial Illuminate drop that was like super hype didn't last 2-3 months. Everybody switched from Illuminate back to the other shit after a month. Need more mission types that look way different than the usual stuff. Playability should be improved much more. We just need something big with multiple layers of content and can just be, hey, here's the rest of Illuminate and peace out. I think that's what it's gonna be. And that's why I'm scared. Unless it's that and weapon customization, which I don't believe it will be. My expectation is this, right? Warbond, Illuminate. That's it. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting. Hopefully I'm wrong and maybe we get a new mode as well. Some kind of like new difficulty mode. That would go hard. All right, I've taken 6, whatever they are going to drop. If it's just squids, the game is unfortunately dead. It's not dead, definitely. Whatever they are going to drop, if it's just squids, oh, the game is unfortunately dead. Arrowhead needs to understand that no one cares that they are a small team at this point. It's not about the small team, though. That's not even the problem. Like, people are very understanding of that, I think, in general. I think that it's just that there could be a little bit better communication. I think a little bit better communication would fix a lot of things. I think that the most scariest thing right now that we're looking at, and I'm being honest here, guys, is the fact that we might get nerfs. And if we do get nerfs, I think that's where the problem is. I really do believe that. I really do believe that the nerfs right now are going to be such a big mistake. And I'm going to be honest with you, we could get nerfs, bro. And if we do, because there's an update coming, right? And with every big update, there's changes. And I'm very afraid of that because, like, I think that sometimes they just do it, you know? Well, the thing, I think what they're going for is that like a story driven thing. So they're going to give you the Warbond or whatever, right? And then on the 13th, there's this party thing going on. And that's probably when the Illuminate will invade. And there's going to be probably a little cutscene how Super Earth is having fun, and now Illuminate invade, and boom, the war rages out. I think that's what it's gonna be. But that's also another thing, Knock, like that scares me kinda, because like it would be probably smarter to have these fixing patches a little bit before every week, little by little, before the big drop. Wouldn't that make more sense? Because like a big drop happens and it's just not working as intended, and then you know, that's trouble. When Arc comes out, Arrowhead won't care. They have made their money, dropped the updates. We need more ship modules. Nerfs will only be okay if they add weapon customization upgrade. I don't think they're gonna add weapon customization. I hope I'm wrong. No, this is my point. Communication is a factor, but even if they communicate 6 months for a big update on an online service game, I appreciate Arrowhead, I really do, but there ain't a one-off with them. I agree with that, right? Like, I think that live service games in general should be more active. I agree with that. But you also got to look at it from an average player's perspective. Like, if somebody's playing 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, I think he's still gonna love the game, and that's why you have 30,000 people every day. Ragdolling is still broken ever since the patch that buffed mines, right? Yeah, ragdolling, I believe, has stayed in the broken state since it accidentally got reverted. Correct. It has not been fixed. I think. I might be wrong. Update not even out and already having this conversation, says Goro. Yeah. I don't care if there's nerfs or buffs. There is real progression. I will roll with it, but progression mode. I don't think there's gonna be progression. Yeah, I think it's gonna be full squid. I don't think. Why would we think there's progression? What has you got to look at what we have. What has told us that there's progression? Nothing. What has told us that there's Illuminate? A lot of stuff. The party thing, which means that they're gonna attack. The little clips that we have in the air where there's like Illuminate sightings. There's a bunch of info that points towards Illuminate, not towards weapon customization. Do you think we will ever get in-depth weapon customization? Yes, I do. Let's go, Drago. Doesn't the low players number is because it's banned in many countries? No. But that is incorrect, because when Illuminate came out, we had 160,000 players. So people are definitely sticking around. It's just not interesting right now. So nobody's playing. Not nobody, but not a lot of people are playing. Due to my job and life, I can only play about 4 hours a week, so I'm still having a lot of Warbonds still unlocked to Cypher. That's awesome. That's what I mean. Like, for an average player that plays like that, you know, pretty chill, the game is great. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. They hired a whole new team to just handle the Illuminate. Chat, you know what I'm gonna start doing, by the way? And I'm gonna ask this, if this is okay with you, obviously. Even if you guys don't enjoy Twitch as much or whatever, right? I'm gonna drop the Twitch link in chat, and if you guys can have it open on a different screen or just open, it would help me out a lot, because it would move us up the directory.
Welcome to
okay,
the Crazy Fam.
so I'm gonna drop the Twitch links. It only takes a second. If you haven't followed, drop a follow. And even if you prefer watching on YouTube, that is absolutely fine, but I'm trying to get like grow on Twitch a little bit, and if you guys can just keep it open on another screen, mute it if you want, it would help me out tremendously. It would move us up the directory. Okay, you don't have to, obviously, but if you could, that would be awesome. Thank you for all the follows. I think Twitch does that anyway. I don't think it matters if you're logged in or not. I'm not sure. That would really help me out, okay? And I'm gonna... Your request is my command. I'm gonna start like asking this in the future as well, because it really does help. Like, literally, chat, if you guys can help me out with that and think about it, if you can do that for me, and like we can get to like 70 viewers there on average, I can get like monetized, not monetized, but get like the upper partnership, which would be huge for me and my family. You know what I mean? So that would be insane. Once again, you don't have to watch it, mute it, just have it on the other screen. That would help your boy out tremendously, okay? Thank you so much, Dren. I appreciate you. Here's the links again for all the people that missed it. Let me drop them. We need a toilet cam. What the hell, bro? Why do you need a toilet cam? Thank you guys so much, dude. If we can keep doing this, that would be insane for Twitch streams. That would be insane. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Ain't no way. Is it the Pips twin? Says operator. Yeah, we need to do this. I'm gonna start doing this because I really want to grow Twitch as well. All I want, don't nerf my last 16 sickle. That's my baby. Why would they? Dude, if they nerf sickle, we crash out, bro. Like, legit, I'ma crash out. Twips! No update, boys. Let's wait a let's wait a little bit more. It has dropped like 20 minutes late. Said they can't do much the way Armor's passives are right now. It now also dropped a picture of Armor texture and color customization on their official Twitter. Not sure if they're baiting. Now? You mean now? Dude, thank you for all the follows on Twitch. Incredible. Thank you so much, dude. That's awesome. Thank you so much. We got like over 30 viewers on Twitch. I appreciate you guys so much. Just keep it up, man. We need to make that as like a rule. You know what I mean? That would really help me out, dude. Really help me out. Literally, if I can hold 70 plus viewers, dude, for 2 or 3 months, that's it, man. That would be tremendously helpful. John Pips just arrived. Is the update there yet? Says extend. Not yet, brother. Gonna wait a little bit more and see how it goes. How boring missions are in Helldivers. If anyone has ever played Deep Rock, he knows how much cooler the modes are. Is there yet? Is there yet? Is it there yet? No. Everybody chill out, dude. It's not there yet, okay? We don't have an update, bro. We don't. Won't be an update next week either. There's no way. Next week no, there's no way. What, 13 is a Tuesday, right? It's a Tuesday. We're definitely getting something. Thank you so much for all the follows on Twitch chat. I think that this Thursday something big's gonna happen. Probably the trailer on whatever is gonna drop. Yeah. And 13th is the update. Yeah. Pips, we need to get you 15k viewers, brother. Let's go, Cyper. One day. I'm not in a rush, you know. I'm still waiting for that. I had that feeling with Arc Raiders where I know that the Arc Raiders is a game I need to cover. I know that for a fact. Like there's no second thoughts. I'm doing it. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. I'm doing it. I think that might be a huge game for us, chat. Huge game for us. Like we could like legit pop off. When is Arc out? I don't know. Chat, should we like pin the Twitch link? What do you guys think? Yeah, we used to do that back in the day. I need to start doing that again, man. Pin. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for all the follows on Twitch, man. Will you cover Marathon? Yes. I don't know when Marathon will come out, though. I don't know. Pip stream is more entertaining than Helldive's current state, says Gender. I mean, listen, I don't like to bullshit and shit. You know what I mean? Like, when there is content, we play the game. When there's not content, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I enjoy playing it. Like, there's nothing to play. I have over 3,000 hours in the game. It's like, okay, I'm just waiting for that new content. This is the stuff of every straight man's dreams. 2 pips in my room at once is Harry. Okay, dude. Can't blame you. I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is. What are you going to be playing in the meantime, Pips? Brother, I do not know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no fucking clue what to play. Takibo, are you playing right now? Let me message Takibo real quick. Is Takibo here? Takibo! Are you gaming right now? Yes, Pips, I'm gaming. Do you want to play some games? I don't know. Do you have time to play? Yes, Pips, let's play some games. Hey, Takibo, chill out. Jesus. Let me find them. Play Space Marine 2. I'm gonna message Takibo, and if he wants to play something, we'll figure it out. 1 second. 1 second. Let me ask him, chat. Today is survey, says Gab. I believe so too, Cyper. Sweezy! Hey, Raider, I mean runner, I mean diver. See what you did there, Sweezy. I would love to say I love that, but you also make me feel horrible because I now want to play Arc Raiders. And there's no Arc Raiders, Sweezy. So that's on you. You know what I mean? Like, why did you do that to your boy Pips, bro? Why did you do that to your boy Pips, bro? I feel the same. Dude, wasn't it crazy how good the game was, Sweezy? Huh? Be honest, dude. Are you not gonna play the shit out of that game when it comes out, dude? I hope next update is peak, because if we're waiting this long for an escalation of freedom, we are cooked. Arc was fantastic experience. Holy, yeah, dude, it was wild, dude. Man, that tech test was a tease. Now we need more, says Sting. When is Arc coming out? We don't know, bro. We don't know, but we're gonna be ready. Going to play the new Doom, says Junkie. Probably not. We might, but I don't know. We'll see. Arc Raider looked dope from the videos you posted, Pips. Yeah, thank you, Nate. It's incredible, Nate. I'm literally gonna buy the Ultimate Deluxe Gold Premium Edition $700 package. I don't even care. Kibo! Answer me! Why have you abandoned me? I'm just waiting for Night Rain, the Chrono Odyssey. When is Chrono Odyssey coming out? We need more ship modules. No update. Nope, Nate, nothing. I believe nothing, brother. Appears that the Arc Raiders, we played 3 maps and there have to be 12 already. I know, isn't that crazy? I'm messaging Takiba real quick. What did Anthony say? What did I miss? Oh, the ship modules? It's not cringe at all. It's true. We do need it. Dude, chat, what if it's just the warband? No, there's no way. No. That's impossible. It can't be just the warband, right? No, that's bullshit. Yeah, it can't be. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a new warband and Illuminates on, and we're gonna be fighting on Super Earth. Probably, right? They said in the warband trailer announced they're cooking. What warband? What's up, Thick? I haven't seen any warband trailer. Thought warbands come Thursday. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna be, right? Like they're gonna announce the warband probably on Thursday, and then it's gonna drop on Tuesday. I think that's what it's gonna be. When they made that announcement saying the trailer was coming, they also said they're cooking. Oh, okay. I see. Like the announcement with the flag thing, they said that they are cooking. Oh, okay. You mean this? Greetings, Helldivers. A quick update from us. We know it's been a while since our last update. Fear not, we are cooking. You may have noticed that the gap between our major updates and Warband release is a little longer this time, but we are happy to say we'll be announcing our next Warband on May 8th, and there will be more exciting news to come not long after. What does this mean, not long after? We won't stand on the ceremony too much in revealing what the warband might be, but you'll hear more from us soon. Until then, stand up straight, polish the blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. You'll be needing them for the fight to come. Nobody cares. And then we have the flag. Okay. Okay. Not long after August? No. This is a little bit, I don't understand what this means. This is what I mean when I talk about communication. Like, and there will be more exciting news to come not long after. Like, what is this wording? Like, if it's like soon, why? I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, right? Like, we'll see what the warband is on the 8th, which is in 2 days. And then we're gonna know, I guess. No. It's not dropping. It's literally an announcement. This was an announcement for an announcement, essentially. Okay? So they told us this announcement was all about letting us know that the warband drops on May 8th. So we're only gonna most likely just get a trailer for the warband. Yeah, it's their trailer reveal, essentially. And then it's gonna be on the 13th, it's gonna drop. I'm assuming. What I'm actually thinking, well, we're gonna know when it comes out on the 8th, right? Because of the end of the trailer, it's gonna say when it's coming out. But there's a high probability what happens. Okay, this is gonna be my guess. This is gonna be my guess, chat. Chat, this is my guess. Flip it. Flip it, please. 2 days, we get an announcement, which is going to be Thursday, that it's going to come out on the 15th, right? That's going to be the announcement. So this is going to come out on the 15th. And then on Tuesday, it's going to be that party thing, which is the 13th. and that's where the Illuminate are gonna invade. And this will be this will come out on the 15th. That's my guess. Only announced an announcement for an announcement because players counts were dropping. Oh, you're right. The communication is shit. They actually need to present a roadmap or something. I don't think they want to do that, bro. And that's also like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, but they can communicate a little bit better. Cope Hoof engaged, says the one and only Phase Shiftero. What's up, Phase, my boy? They need to release a big war bond. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's why they took this extra time, that the war bond is maybe 4 or 5 pages. That could be actually huge. If you notice the notice, you will notice that the notice isn't worth noticing. Nah, let's not be... Guys, listen. We're joking, whatever. We're doing Copium streams because we love the community and like we stick around and we just chat and have a good time, right? But there's no reason to be negative about it. You know what I mean? Let's keep a positive mindset. This is the reality we're in. We can't change it, right? Like complaining and bitching and moaning about it isn't going to change shit anyway. Trust me on that. So the reality is we either have fun with what we get or we just shut the fuck up, right? So let's just have fun with what we get. We can't change it, right? It is what it is. So in 2 days, let's see what the trailer's all about. Let's see if it's good. Maybe it's a banger war bond with 4 or 5 pages. Could be huge. Maybe it's like a free war bond. Could be even bigger, which I doubt, but probably gonna be 3, 4, 5 pages, maybe. Hopefully 5. I don't know. And then we get the Illuminate, right? We unlock the war bonds really quick, and then play the Illuminates for like a week. I would say 2, for me personally. And then I'm out. Hey, I'm not the one to bullshit you. I'm gonna play those Illuminates for a week, and then I'm out. That's it. I'll make builds, whatever. I'll have fun until I'll have fun, and then I'm bouncing. I'll schedule some videos, whatever. And that's it. Because I without progression, like for me, maybe though, right? Maybe though, we do get ship modules. Hey, maybe ship modules, huh? Like 30 of them, new ones. Reload speed increase 3%, banger. Movement speed increase 0.5%, banger. Banger. You know what I mean? Scopes on scopes. 30 of them living the dream. I know, right? Calm down, Pips. You're going to get nosebleed. Sorry, we'll get an announcement that they are cooking. Set your ass up, chat. What the fuck? They are cooking, okay? The war bond could be a banger. Like, don't sit around here and say it can't be a banger. It could be a banger, right? I was drooling over that, like, hover pack, okay? That hover pack is dope. Maybe we get some crazy items like that again. You never know. So can it be a banger? Yes, we need a shooting range in the ship. True. They might keep us going until Arc Raiders comes out. Then it will be GG's Helldivers 2. This update could be the best thing they've done or the worst thing they've done. That's what I'm scared of, and I hope it's the best thing they've done. The Warbond is not enough. All right, only cool with microwaves. Remember this? In the perfect world, we get full weapon plus stratagem customization, new ship modules, new Illuminate troops, new mission types, new Warbond, all in one update. Holy shit. Nate, I love you, bro. But put away those Copium gummy bears and stay away from eating 7 packages in a row. How many times do I have to tell you? 1 at a time. 1 gummy bear of Copium at a time, dude. Holy shit. Did you eat a whole box? God damn. My boy just picked up the whole box and he went on. He went all in. That's some good shit you're hoofing, says Face. Strong. Ate the whole jar, Pips. Yeah, Nate, I hope you're good, bro. I bought whole pallet worth, says. That's like, dude, we need to make. Oh my God, dude. I'm making a Copium box. I'm literally making a Copium package for next stream. Huge box. I'm making one. I'm making one for the next stream, chat. I'm gonna grab a few boxes. I'm literally making one. We all need to go to rehab after all this Copium. Fucking hell, bro. I want them to release an assault rifle with under barrel grenade launcher. Holy shit, Alpac has been sitting on this gummy bears for a week. God damn. Shut up and take my money, says Skipper. New merch idea. Well, while we wait, yeah, I don't know, man. I do. Okay. Here's that question, dude. Honest answer. On a 0 to 10, how good do you think the next Warbond is? First, I'm gonna ask Warbond. Be honest, like, don't be haters right now. Honest. Because of how much time it's been between content, how good do you think it needs to be, and how good do you think it's gonna be? Why are you guys saying force? Their Warbonds are usually pretty fucking good. 8s, okay. 8, 7, okay. 7, 8. 6 says 8. Cloud says 8, 8, okay. 6. Needs to be a 9, 10. It needs to be a 9, and it will be. It has to be, okay. Has to be a badass weapon on par with Ultimatum, which probably unlikely is, so maybe 6, 7. Bro, bro. I don't even want to discuss. I know exactly what's going to happen with the next patch, right? Like, I can already see what's going to happen because devs usually always sneak in nerfs. The community is going to be so pissed when they're going to see nerfs. And I have a feeling there's going to be nerfs and it's not going to be a good time. But I'm telling you right now, I got a feeling because, like, straight up going off of the fact of the previous shit, they're going to drop nerfs, bro. I really hope I'm wrong. And I hope it's really good changes. Three pages, 8, 2 pages, 5. 2 pages? Have we ever had a Warbond with 2 pages? We never had a Warbond with 2 pages, right? What nerf do you think? I don't know. I'm just saying, if you go off of history, with even some of the best patches, there was always like something that was nerfed. Okay, now the main question. How good does the update have to be, in your opinion, to keep us going through all the way to September? How good? 0 to 10. How good does the update that will most likely drop on the 13th have to be? 10, 11 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 10. Well, that's what it's gonna be, right? Like, whatever drops now, we're not getting shit until September after, right? Like, in terms of new content, because they have holidays, and for 4 months we're not gonna get shit anyway. A 7 is good for me. Okay, 9, 9 plus, 9, 10. I think that even a 7, 8 would do. Maybe I'm thinking of armor and 2 weapon would be mid till September. S tier 10. Well, okay, dude. Cloud, be honest. Do you think that after they drop this update, whatever it is, hopefully next week, there's gonna be another content drop until September? And I mean, like, content drop. I don't just mean like a small content like a Warbond. I mean like a big content drop. Do you think so? There's no way there's a big update in between those times. It's just all you got to do is look at the calendar, bro. Like it's almost around 4 months. There's some kind of big update, right? And in between, there's war bonds. That's how they do it. They do need holidays. I mean, they're chilling, bro. Good for them that they get holidays. That's fucking dope. Nope, will be balanced and fixes. Yeah, that's what I think as well. I don't hope for game-changing things like ultimatum, grenade pistol, and so on. They also need to rework armors. A lot of the effects suck, and capes and helmets don't do jack. Oh, here's a question. Oh, no, we did get... How many war bonds are there total? I mean, yep. $12. 12. Okay. So every month, essentially, right? Yeah. Every month. Okay. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I need to drop a 500 kg immediately. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be a different person. I'm gonna chat to you from the toilet chat. I'll be right back, dude. Dude, you know what's crazy, dude? So obviously I washed, right? I had a showerish thing, but the shampoo or whatever it was, I don't know English word, was mint, full of mint. My ass feels like it's icy right now, dude. It's almost like it went on a holiday. Like my asshole on its own went on a holiday in like Scandinavia, and now it's back. It's crazy. It's like there's cold wind under my ass right now. Mint shampoo is goated, dude. It's so goated, dude. Always clog the loo, and his dad would say, "Get the wire coat hanger out to chop it so it would flush." That's actually funny, bro. That is actually funny, bro. Why did Pips want his ass
Welcome
tingling?
to the Crazy Fam.
Face, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Much hope has been hoofed in the last 10 months here. I wouldn't have it any other way. Arc Raiders win. We tried to find some info, but there's literally no info, dude. Like, there is no info anywhere about it. I don't know. I don't know when it's coming. I don't know. Arc Raiders release date. There's like no info, bro. There's no info at all. There's no info at all. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Like none. Sniff your fingers, King, if you've washed your hands. kind of stupid question is that? Who doesn't? Are you 11? Who doesn't wash their hands after taking a shit, bro? But yeah, I can't find any info on the Arc Raiders Discord. Final message, they hinted at another playtest in the future. Makes me feel we are ways off from release, sadly. You think so? Like, what, people keep saying that, but where? How? Wait, I don't want to. Give him a second. Let me see. Where is the Arc Raider? Shit, there it is. Okay, let's check it. Where do you guys see that? Has now officially ended. Servers have gone offline and you will no longer be able to connect to the game. On behalf of the entire Arc Raiders team, blah blah. We also became 84,000 raiders that gathered on this awesome Discord server. Appreciate every last one of you and thank you for all your support. We'll now be a server to read only for a little while in order to structure the server and make it an even better place for you to find friends, share your favorite Arc Raiders moments, and just hang out in the future. And don't worry, we'll keep you updated on when we open up the gates again. Yeah, I see what you mean. Do you think this is because of another like tech test or whatever, or do you think it just means, you know, whenever we launch or whatever? Think we need to forget about it? Yeah, that's probably true. That's unfortunately probably true, dude. We probably do need to forget about it. Yeah, what a fucking game, bro. And there's nothing though. Like, there's actually nothing coming anymore. Like, I don't know. But what is there? Like, realistically, what is there? There's not much. There's not much at all. At all. Which is very unfortunate. Definitely no update in Helldivers 2, as we can see. Are you playing Killing Floor 3? Yes, 100% we're going to be covering Killing Floor 3. We are going to be covering the game very, very much so. Very much so. Yeah, apparently they've made really good changes too, chat. Like, really good changes. Everybody's loving it. Is gonna be fun for a bit, I think. Yeah, for sure. Maybe we should play Hunt, dude. Maybe we should play Hunt. You guys want to play Hunt? Do I have it downloaded? I don't have it downloaded, I believe. It's a big game. Hunt is nice. I think they're talking about the beta. The game was done. No bugs, no glitch. Awesome playtest for Arc Raiders. Yeah, I think there might be like an open beta that goes into a launch. Something like that. Maybe we do play Hunt, man. Because there's not much else. I'll download it for the next stream and we can play it. I'll download it for the next stream and we can play it. Yeah, let's do that. What about that? You guys up for that? Let's do it on Thursday, right? Because Thursday we get an announcement. And then after it, we can jump into some hunt, and it's like literally like a horror game. So you guys are gonna have fun seeing me screaming like a bitch. I can play with you today if you want, Face. Just let me know. We can play it today. It's like, I don't know what else to play, chat, like, especially for the channel, you know? Hunt is a very good game, for sure. There's no doubt about it. This or finals? I think Hunt will be better. No, I don't have a problem actually talking to chat even with I know finals in and out, so I don't mind talking to chat at all when I'm playing that, but have you ever gone back to the first Descendant? Oh, that's a good one too, bro. Peter, at the moment, not really, brother. Like, I don't really game that much when, like, Arc Raiders was that game for me the last few days, right? First Descendant could be an option. But, like, is there anything good in it? Did they add anything good? Is there anything good, chat? Or we could play DRG. I don't like getting into those kind of old games, bro. I just know I can't force myself to do it, dude. I don't know what it is. Oh, let's see this.
Hey, video creator, we know you. For you, it's about more than getting the job done.
Hey, it's Strat. The devs are still working on Season 3, but we have more of the official dev responses to cover, so we're going to keep going until we've stuck.
I need to go back to the game immediately. Holy shit.
Forking. Starting with this juicy line here, there was a question just around what's coming. People getting anxious, people getting antsy. They want to know what's the next update, and they're kind of running out of things to clear as well. So they're just kind of, hey, hurry up, feed me, mama, I'm hungies. And so they respond with, for Season 3, we are preparing a variety of content updates alongside Axion Plains or Axion Field, however you want to call it. I guess it's the translation thing. Following a roadmap. So with Season 3, they plan to release a full roadmap, hopefully for the rest of the year, that will deliver monthly updates for the season, and they're trying to increase the number of updates as well. So they talked about this, I believe a month ago. They were saying that, yeah, we want to make sure that there's, like, you know, not only is there season update and mid-season, but there's like episode 1 and 2 and 3 and whatever. So they want to kind of keep up with that. And I think what a lot of people are craving right now is not necessarily all these feel-good systems like medals and ways to decorate and new achievements and whatever. I think people are just really 100, and they, I believe in December, very recently, they, recently,
I don't see anything new.
Someone mentioned, like, hey, could we potentially customize our login screen? And the director responds with, we create a new login screen for each season. There's definitely been some cool ones. I think the Void Vessel.
I don't see. There is a new character, right? New character. That's what I want to see. Serena. Okay. Is that her, chat? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh. Does she fly? No, right? Imagine if she could fly and shit. Yo, that's kind of cool though. What does she do? That's pretty fucked up. Denied. Let me see how to farm Serena. Is this balanced? Serena is bonkers.
Hey guys, welcome to Denny's. Today we're going to jump into
what's up,
the
Denny's?
most efficient and new, quickest way to farm Void Erosion 30 in the First Ascendant.
Bro, what the
as
fuck
of
is this build?
today, March 15th. This meta will be ever changing, but I want to put out a video to show you guys just how fast you can get it and how easy you can get there. So yeah, enjoy the video, like the video if it helped you out, subscribe if you feel that I've earned it, and follow me over on Twitch because we did all this live on Twitch.
Bro, we might get back
and
into
yeah,
this
I'd love to see you
game.
guys over there. But let's jump into the guide and video. All right, so we got a little bit of a preface before we get into it. This is going to be a Serena build. I'm going to detail the setup and kind of what you're going to be using, but I highly suggest that you stay to see how you do it because it's not as simple as just kind of using the build. You have to do some gameplay to make it go faster. It actually is quite enjoyable to farm cores this way. It's a little bit less mind-numbing than just spamming glay rockets, but if you like that, no, not trying to insult you, I like it too. But this is definitely a cool new way to do it. So we have some changes on our
We might get back into it, chat. I kind of like what I see here.
With the Serena build, we have got the setup basically is going for maximum cooldown, maximum duration, and then we're also trying to get as much HP as we can get without losing MP. So that's why we run HP amp instead of the one that loses MP. I think it's called Stim Accelerant. Yeah, focus on fire and tech completely for cooldown. No reason to use this other than cooldown.
Yeah, Cloud.
That's the only reason I'm using them, just for cooldown. And then this is going to be energy collection in place of MP collector. I do think once MP collector is fixed, we will run MP collector in there.
Ooh, I played probably a few months ago, Realm.
So emphasis on that.
But I
MP
had
collector
everything.
will replace this when it's fixed. It's currently bugged. And then yeah, maximize conservation is going to help us with the cost. Very good on Serena. This is going to be the setup for the gunning build. I do not have shot focus on here, but you'll see we don't really need it when you take a look at the runs that I'm doing in the background. I'll kind of throw them in.
Oh, the movement is
edit
nice
them over
on her,
this
dude.
audio
And
whenever
I like how she looks.
kind of going over things, and you can feel free to take a screenshot of the build because I will be editing over the the runs and whatnot.
Oh, I like that,
but yeah,
man.
We're gonna look at the reactor. So for the reactor, just skill duration and cooldown.
She
Actually, it
looks
doesn't really
so
matter
dope.
what reactor you use. You can use singular, fire singular, but that really will not help you out. It's pretty much just a matter of using cooldown and duration to make sure that we have our fourth ability at 100% uptime. So as you guys can see, Redemption's Judgment, 24 seconds, and then the cooldown is 20. Now you need to note that it is Redemption's Judgment I'm talking about, and not Prayer
I'm gonna
Redemption,
download
'cause
this
we're never
today, and I'm
be
gonna
using
start
that ability
playing.
on the
So I
ground.
get ready.
And
I'm also gonna download Hunt Showdown,
then
and I'm gonna message
for
a few of my friends to maybe get back into the game since we have nothing else.
the components, Ascending Armory is a must.
I'm
It
excited.
does matter. Your rolls do matter. I was lucky enough to get a max HP gold roll as well as MP recovery out of combat. Don't really need MP recovery out of combat, but it is nice to have. And then I've got, sadly, not a max roll of the max MP on here, but I do have the MP recovery in combat. This is just from all the runs I've done trying to get the new weapons in Serena. Terrible memory, MP recovery modifiers, all I'm going for on that. And then just totally pointless to run anything on your processor. You just want the 4-set. What the 4-set does is
Faith.
every time you reload, it has a 10-second cooldown, but every 10 seconds when you reload, you're going to get 10% field supplies. So that means 10% ammo just in your reserves for free. Very wonderful. Also, the skill cost, very helpful in this case because Serena is a
This looks
MP.
incredible to play, though. Like,
She
the way
uses
she
a lot
moves.
of MP. So yeah, definitely MP drainer. Make sure to use the Ascending Armory processor. And then as far as the weapons, this is the most important part. This is going to be the Albion Cavalry that I'm going to be using. I didn't get any time to really test out the Restored Relic, but I think it could potentially be also very good. But ammo will be an issue with that, so we'll probably save that for like the boss trash or at areas of the room that have a lot of mobs in them to make it maybe clear a little bit quicker. But we're going to go into the Albion Cavalry. So for the cores, we have Fire Rate.
What is inversion?
Then we will jump into the Inversion Reinforcement really quickly. So the Inversion Reinforcement is actually pretty important. We want to make sure we're taking Aerial Maneuvering Raider. This is bugged. It's only 18% multi-hit chance right now. It might...
Okay.
Always press your 4th ability while you're in the air with about 3 to 2 seconds left. That'll give you enough uptime so where you're not using it while the timer starts. We're going to jump in and immediately look for every single yellow bar. So the whole point of running with this setup is you want to find the highest health target to ricochet off of and make sure that all those bullets are ricocheting and also multi-hitting off of, so that way you can do damage to everything around it. You'll notice that I'm making a lot of mistakes for sure, but all you have to do is just make sure that you are aiming for every single...
Okay, I think Moxie had something here.
Yo guys, what is up? Max on our first Descendant video, and today I've got some really cool stuff to talk about with Serena. If you did not know,
she's
Serena
my favorite
just launched,
weapon. Yeah.
And she is a really cool Descendant. She's one of those Descendants that, like, out of the box, she's not like insanely strong, but as you get more and more things for her, she gets some really crazy synergies. And while I will have a full build guide for her tomorrow, today is not a build guide because I've still got a lot of testing and stuff. I wanted to show off some things that I've discovered on her, things going on for her. The first is her 2 ability Ascension. This allows you to fly.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do, chat. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do this.
The crazy thing about this ability is it gives you multiple different buffs while you're flying. The first one of those is multi-hit with general rounds, so your multi-hit chance is basically your chance
I'm going to start working on this.
Twice. Now,
what I'm going to do also, chat, is I'm going to send you to a very good man right now. Show some love from the Crazy Fam. Let him know. Before I drop, though, guys, please, if you haven't yet, drop a follow on my Twitch. We're going to be spending more time on Twitch as well in the future. Thank you so much for all the love and support today. 3-hour stream. In 2 days, banger stream incoming. We're going to wait for the announcement together on a Copium stream once again, and then we're going to play some other games. So thank you so much for being here, for all the love, for all the support. Now say hi to Maple for me. Tell him I love him. He's my boy. And you guys have a wonderful time until then, okay? Love you all. I appreciate you all. I will talk to you guys very soon. Thank you for showing up as always. Helldivers 2. Hopefully the next update is an absolute banger. And let's put on a show and have a good time, okay? Love you all. Sending you over to my boy right now. Same for Twitch as well. Raid. What's his name? Maplewood Sport TV. I think that's it. There we go. Yes, sir. And then we gotta do the same for here. Love you, chat. Take care.